Hello, welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I am still in Taiwan and I am about to go out have lunch with one of my friends from the East Coast who so happened to be in Taiwan as well. So I haven't seen her, I think I haven't seen her for more than 25 years. So I'm excited. But before I do that, I would like to do a short little video. I haven't been doing many of the Abora City magazine videos for a few weeks. I recorded some while I was in the US and I will upload them slowly, but today I want to do a short one. I saw that she posted I think 3 or 4 trend setting related video on BTS, so I'm gonna go back to see the first one I saw on the list. Without further ado, it's a short little video about 10 minutes, so let's just go.
Unlike other Korean groups, BTS lacked the resources and opportunities others had in the Korean music and entertainment industry. This is why they had to find ways of creating and spreading their own content. So naturally, there are some trends that BTS has accidentally created or helped popularize. So in this video, I'm going to rank some of them. But before, I want to highlight that I'm not saying that BTS invented all of the following things, just that they made them trends. I repeat, BTS did not invent all of these things.
Yes, please. We're not saying they invented it, but they make it popular, okay? Don't come at her saying that, oh my god, you did not do your research. So and so years ago is already doing that. No. Okay, continue.
They just popularized them. So please watch the full video with my explanations before commenting. Also, a special thank you to Mega, who let me add some things from her Twitter thread. Number 11, popularizing big performances. I came across a tweet that said that BTS popularized putting 30, 50, or even 100 people on stage. And on this video by the channel Heyday, Korean dancers said that BTS were the ones who started to have lots of dancers and that it became a hot topic when they did it.
근데 저렇게 진짜 댄서 많이 쓰기 시작한 게 방탄이 아마 시작일 거야. 엄청 이슈였어.
So I don't know if other groups had hundreds of backup dancers before, but the fact that BTS became a hot topic in the Korean dancing community when they did it shows that they at least helped popularize it in the country. Number 10, the Tiny Sevens on Twitter. I want to clarify that ARMYs did not invent this, we just made it a trend. Although this had already been done before, it was in 2020 when media outlets and non-fans started noticing that a lot of Twitter accounts included a small 7 after their names. This was a way of celebrating and promoting the release of Map of the Soul 7, as well as their 7th anniversary. But the number 7 is so important to BTS that we never stopped using it, since it also represents the 7 members, this important album in BTS's career, BTS breaking the 7-year K-pop curse, as well as good luck.
Also 7 like means of very good luck, like
777.
right? Yeah, like jackpot.
Lucky number 7.
Yeah, lucky number 7.
And I say that this really became a trend when ARMYs started doing it because it was the first time it was actually noticeable. Around that time, there were a lot of articles explaining the trend to locals who googled, what does the Tiny 7 on Twitter mean? This had such a big impact that many famous verified accounts joined the trend.
Well, I do have a Twitter account, but I am not active on Twitter because, as many of you know, that there are a lot of negativity on Twitter for whatever unknown reason. But I have seen, handler names with the, the upper case, the upper, whatever call that, small tiny 7, and it did not it did not cross my mind. I was just thinking 7, right? 7, BTS 7, but I was not even thinking about it. Thank you for explaining that to me.
Such as Paper Magazine, Mason Ramsey, DJ Swivel, The Tonight Show, and The Late Late Show. Nowadays, it's extremely common for other fandoms to include a symbol that represents their favorite artist when they have a comeback. And I've also seen fans of movies, series, and YouTubers doing the same. Number 9, reacting to their own music videos. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I really couldn't find any other artist that released reactions to their own music videos before BTS. So even if someone did it before, their impact was not as big as BTS's, because since they did it, it became a common thing in K-pop, and now everyone does it. Number 8. Unboxing their own albums.
Yes.
여기 CD가
And the same goes with singers who do unboxing videos of their own albums. Suga has been doing unboxing and reviews since BTS's first album in 2013, and then all the guys from BTS started doing the same. I really couldn't find other artists that did this before BTS, but the fact that now it's expected for K-pop acts to do this type of video shows that BTS at least started the trend. Number 7. Giving their fandoms a matching logo.
Ooh, this is an ad I'm not skipping. I never skip BTS or giving the ads. No.
어쩌다 마주친 그대 모습에 내 마음을 빼앗겨 버렸네. 어쩌다 마주친 그대 두 눈이 내 마음을 사로잡아 버렸네. 그대에게 할 말이 있는데 왜 이리 용기가 없을까. 말을 하고 싶지만 자신이 없어. 내 가슴만 두근두근. 바보 나는 바보인가 봐. 그대에게 할 말이 있는데 왜 이리 용기가 없을까. 말을 하고 싶지만 자신이 없어. 내 가슴만 두근두근. 바보 나는 바보인가 봐.
Well, before it ends, so I know that they have few commercials to promote Korea, and my question is that does anybody know that there are BTS specific themed tours in Korea? Because I would like to go to Korea, but have some kind of BTS themed arranged. So I don't know if there's anything out there. So it will be prepackaged. I will fly to Korea and they will pick me up at the airport, and I'll put my days or my vacation in their hands, and they will just do all the planning for me. And then at the end of the tour, they will bring back to the airport, and I'll fly back. Is there such thing like that? If there is, please let me know. Thank you.
Beyond the same. BTS.
It was
Yes,
always
logo.
pretty common for singers to give their fandoms a name. However, BTS were the first to give their fandom a logo, and not any logo, but a matching fandom logo, in 2017. Since then, other groups have also given logos to their fandoms, and some of them also match their group logos. Number 6. Releasing music on Fridays.
Here in the United United States, artists put out singles, 1 single, 2 single, 3 single before the record drops. In South Korea, you don't do that.
For years, Korean artists have released their songs and albums on Mondays, since the tracking week for Korean music shows begins on this day and ends on Sundays. However, since BTS saw a real opportunity for success in the West, they've been releasing their music on Fridays, because the Billboard charts tracking week begins on Fridays and ends on Thursdays. So releasing music on Fridays will make the artist lose points in Korean charts, since only 3 days are being counted instead of the full 7. However,
care.
BTS are the only ones that could release on Fridays and still accumulate enough points to sweep the entire following week of music shows, with only 3 days of tracking, as we've seen on music shows for the past years. So, since they started doing this, other Korean singers began doing the same, risking their first wins on Korean music shows and prioritizing their small chance in the Billboard charts. Number 5. Halloween dance practices. Dance practice videos have always been a common thing in K-pop. However, BTS were the first ones to release Halloween-themed dance practices. Sadly, they stopped this tradition, but the trend is still alive, since now it's a very common thing in K-pop. I want to quickly mention that the most recent Halloween content we had was this, and it's so funny, but it's better than nothing, I guess. Anyways, number 4, Twitter accounts.
정국이 생일 축하해요. 네, 정국이 생일 축하해요.
BTS were the first Korean artists to be extremely active on social media, even before their debut. This was their only way of promoting themselves, since their label did not have the resources to promote them the traditional way, which was on TV. This was around a time when interactions between K-pop acts and fans were heavily restricted and moderated by their companies. So BTS were the first ones to have real open communication via social media, especially on Twitter. This is why in 2017, BTS were nominated and got their first big American award, the Top Social Artist at the Billboard Music Awards. Only days after they got the award, many K-pop groups opened Twitter accounts and started releasing content similar to BTS's. Thanks to BTS, being active on social media is now a must in K-pop. Number 3, having their own YouTube channel. Nowadays, it's almost impossible for a group to debut without a YouTube channel that includes casual content, such as vlogs, behind the scenes, and other videos similar to BTS's Bangtan Bombs and Bangtan episodes. But it was not always like this. BTS have been releasing this type of casual behind the scenes content on their YouTube channel since pre-debut, but it was only after BTS started gaining significant worldwide popularity that other groups started their own YouTube channels. And I really don't think it's a coincidence that all of these groups started their YouTube content on November of 2017. After they won their first Billboard Music Awards, there were groups that first created their YouTube channels, groups that revived their abandoned YouTube channels, and groups that rebranded their YouTube channels to include more personal content and not only music videos and performances. Of course, I'm not saying that BTS invented having YouTube channels or releasing casual, more personal content. I actually found a couple of others that did the same, but none of them to the extent of BTS or as successful as them, proving that it was at least an inspiration to these other groups to do the same. Number 2, popularizing BeLive.
이번에서 뭐하게 자꾸 왜 자꾸 멈춰 재미로 하는 거지.
Naver, the Google of Korea, launched their live video streaming service BeLive, also known as V-App, in 2015. The website had a couple of groups active since its release, but BTS were the ones who started gaining massive worldwide success around this time. Therefore, they were the ones that brought the most international traffic to the app. Nowadays, almost every K-pop artist uses this website, which now has 1,450 K-pop channels. And a fun fact, BTS's company,
And if I recall correctly, VLive was purchased by Weavers. Okay. If you have not transferred your pay content, please do so.
Hive, has now bought BeLive, so it's not under Naver anymore, it's under Weaver's company.
Yes.
But the app did not only become popular because BTS had live streams here. Since BTS were known for releasing more personal and casual content, BeLive saw a significant growth when they decided to release their own shows on the app. This is why number 1 is making their own online variety shows. The biggest type of content BTS has created is making their own online variety
Run
shows.
BTS.
Before them, there were a couple of K-pop groups that had their own variety shows, but all of them were filmed and broadcasted by Korean broadcasting stations. And again, since BTS came from a very small company, they were not invited to pre-existing variety shows, and having a TV network to produce their own was even harder than being invited to one. This is why they created Run BTS, their own variety show available only online, and also the first variety show ever to not be affiliated to pre-existing broadcasting stations. Run
Good for
BTS
them.
was filmed by their own staff and posted on BeLive for free, and their other show, Bon Voyage, was posted on the premium version of BeLive. And like I just mentioned, this show's popularity guaranteed the success of the app. Now, almost every Korean group has their own variety show with similar content to the one of Run BTS. The majority of them are easily accessible on YouTube or BeLive. And of course, since BTS became the biggest group in the world, they began to be invited to every variety show. And broadcasting stations are more than happy to premiere their other shows, such as In the Soup on cable TV. And get ready because Run BTS is coming back soon and we are getting lots of fun moments.
So by the way, I reacted to the flying yoga part 1 already. I should have already posted when I record this video, so I will put the link somewhere. But anyway, I haven't done the second one yet, but I will do that very quickly soon. Oh, that's it? Okay. So that was the trends that the BTS started. And I totally agree with her that, you know, there are many things that others might have done prior to BTS, but BTS make it more popular, more well known, to the point that everybody else start to do it. So it was great to see that the top 10, and of course I know they must be a lot more because I know she has like other videos about that. But I really do miss the Halloween dance practices, especially which is, you know, celebrate Halloween. Do we celebrate Halloween or do we, I don't know. But anyways, Halloween just passed and we did not really have the dance practice for a while now. I know they're busy, but I really hope to see it, you know, before they all start enlistment. So I don't know. Maybe they recorded one, they just didn't tell us. But anyway, and Bon Voyage, all the V lives and all the Run BTS episode, they were great. I have not watched all of them. I am exploring Patreon because I know that there are a lot of things I cannot post on YouTube. So I might do that after I return back to the US and I'll do some exploration on that. And I know I don't have a lot of subscribers, so I don't know if a Patreon is gonna be a good idea, but I'll see what I do. So until next time, have a wonderful day. Bye.